The old house creaked, a living thing uneasy with the night. Moonlight, fractured by grimy windows, painted bars across the dusty floorboards. It was a place where whispers clung to shadows, where the air itself tasted of forgotten secrets. This was Momo's domain. She moved through the darkness with an unnerving grace, her bare feet making no sound. Her white dress, stained and tattered, seemed to glow faintly, like old bones reflecting the moon. Her face, a gaunt mask framed by stringy black hair, held an unsettling stillness, broken only by the feverish intensity of her eyes. Tonight, those eyes burned with a cold fire. Tonight, she was waiting. The girl huddled deeper into the shadows beneath the stairs, her small body trembling. Her name was Hana, but Momo called her Little Bird. It was an apt name. Hana was small and fragile, her large dark eyes reflecting the fear that consumed her. She watched Momo, her fear a tangible thing, a knot in her stomach that tightened with every rustle of the old woman's dress. Hana didn't understand Momo, her moods that shifted like shadows, the way she would sometimes sing softly, her voice a mournful lullaby, and at other times erupt in terrifying fury. But most of all, Hana feared the look in Momo's eyes when she spoke of the world outside, a look that spoke of a terrible hunger, a longing that chilled Hana to her core. "They're coming for you, little bird," Momo rasped, her voice barely a whisper, yet sharp as broken glass. "They'll take you away, lock you in a cage." The words were familiar, a constant threat that poisoned Hana's days and haunted her nights. Momo never spoke of who they were, but the fear in her voice painted a terrifying picture in Hana's mind, faceless figures with cruel hands and even crueler smiles. As if to emphasize Momo's words, the wind howled outside, rattling the windows like skeletal fingers. The sound sent shivers down Hana's spine. The house seemed to press in on her, the darkness alive with unseen eyes. She wanted to scream, to run, but fear rooted her to the spot. Momo was her only protector, the only constant in her world of shadows and whispers. Section 4. Mother's Embrace. "Come here, little bird," Momo beckoned, her voice softening. Hana crawled out from under the stairs, her movements hesitant, like a wounded animal. Momo's touch was surprisingly gentle as she pulled the girl close, her bony fingers stroking Hana's hair. "Don't be afraid, little bird," Momo murmured, her voice a low croon. "I'll keep you safe. I'll never let them take you." Hana leaned into the embrace, a strange mix of fear and comfort washing over her. Momo's words were a promise, a lifeline in a sea of uncertainty, but even as she clung to the woman, a part of her couldn't shake the feeling that Momo wasn't protecting her from the world. She was protecting the world from Hana. Section 5. Claws and Feathers. One day, Hana found a small injured bird trapped in the house. Its wing was broken, its feathers ruffled and torn. As she cradled the tiny creature in her hand, a surge of protectiveness welled up within her. For the first time, Hana felt a spark of defiance against Momo's suffocating control. She would help this bird, even if it meant disobeying Momo's warnings. That night, as Momo slept, Hana snuck out of the house. The world outside wasn't the terrifying place Momo had described. The moon was full, casting a silvery glow over everything, and the air was filled with the chirping of crickets. For the first time in her life, Hana felt a sense of hope, a glimmer of something more than the fear and darkness that had always surrounded her. Section 6. Flight of the Sparrow. Hana nursed the bird back to health, feeding it crumbs and keeping it warm. She named it Sparrow, a symbol of the freedom she yearned for. One day, Sparrow's wing had healed enough for it to fly. As Hana watched Sparrow soar into the night sky, disappearing into the vastness above, she knew what she had to do. She would leave this house, escape the clutches of Momo and her twisted love. Turning back to face the house, a new resolve hardened her features. But as she did, a cold dread gripped her heart. The house was dark, the windows empty. Momo was gone. A single feather, white as bone, lay on the doorstep, a chilling reminder of the woman who had been both her captor and her only family. And as Hana fled into the night, a single question echoed in the silence. Was she running from the darkness, or towards something far more sinister?